Welcome to Smart Quiz Builder. My name is Meena Prashant. So excited to see you here. I have something really amazing I want to show you today. But before I start, I want to talk to you about personalized content. Gone are the days where people would come to your site and go through all of the content that you have, long form text content, and figure out if your product, your service, whatever it is that you're selling, if it's the right fit for them. They expect you to do the work now because people are busy, they're more distracted than ever, and there are more options than ever before. So your product is not the only one. You got to show to them, you got to prove it to them that you are the right person to solve the problem that they have. Brands that demonstrate that they care about the relationship and not just the transaction, they're going to win. So what are you doing currently to serve personalized content to the people that come to your site? Do you have a quiz on your site? And if you don't have a quiz, how are you identifying the specific needs and wants of the people that are coming to your site? How do you know what they want from the get-go? Yes, you can get them to sign up for your stuff, for your freebies, and then you can send them emails to let them know what you do and how you can help them and all that stuff. But that comes much later. If you want to make an impression right from the start, from the time a new visitor comes to your site, then the best way to do this is using a quiz to find out what are their real problems, what are their real challenges, and then serving personalized content, letting them know, I understand that this is your specific problem, and here's the solution, here's how I can help you, right? Guiding them to the right solution, right product, right service that can help them with that specific problem. This is one of the main reasons I created Smart Quiz Builder, because I wanted to serve personalized content. I wanted a marketing tool so I can do smart marketing on my own sites for my own products. And I wanted to make sure that I really understand what people are struggling with. What are the things they are looking for? And then let them know, here's how, this is what we think we can do for you. This is how we can help you, right? So that was one of the main reasons I created SQB. And today I'm so excited to share with you an amazing feature we have added to SQB now that will help you serve even more personalized content than before. You could do so many different things already. You could do branching logic and show them different questions based on previous responses. You could also do advanced rules where you could say, if they respond this way to a specific question, then show them this outcome. You could do so many different things already. We have now taken SQB's advanced rules to a whole new level where you can combine responses to different questions. You can say, if they respond this way to this question and this way to another question, you can combine multiple questions, then show them this outcome. So the outcome they see depends on the specific path in your funnel, right? And you can do a lot more with these advanced rules and create a lot more personalized and customized experiences for the people that take the quiz than ever before. Now let me take you to the backend to show you how you can use this amazing advanced rules feature in SQB to create a truly personalized experience for the people that come to your site. Let's take a look. So this is the backend of Smart Quiz Builder, and this is the Manage Quizzes page. And here I'm going to show you the updates we have made now to the advanced rules feature in SQB, which will now allow you to combine different questions to figure out the right outcome for the people that are taking the quiz, right? You no longer have to decide based on a specific response. You can combine their responses to different questions and then send them to the right outcome. There are so many different things you can do with this. Let me show you what we have done. So this is the quiz. I'm going to edit. This is a really simple quiz, actually. I'm going to edit this and show you my settings. All right, so this is the basic settings, just regular stuff. And this is a personality quiz, display settings. Here you can see I'm using in-page and pagination options. I'm saying all questions on the same page. You can do this however you want, right? You can have one question per page, which is what I do. Typically, this is what I use. But in this case, for this quiz, I'm using all questions on the same page. You can use any one of these options. And here, show the start screen, yes. Lead generation screen, yes. So here, I want to show my questions first, then the opt-in. So I have selected this option. And I'm not going to go over the details of how to create a quiz in SQB because we have different videos where you can see how to create a quiz. Pretty straightforward, actually. Creating quizzes in SQB is super simple. All right, so here, if you want to allow people to download a PDF report after they complete your quiz, you can enable this. You can allow them to download PDF. I'm going to turn this off, but there are so many more things you can do. So this is the template I'm using, template number 1 in this case. All right, so the next step, start screen. You can see this is the start screen. And you can update the content, say whatever you want here. What type of online course should you create? So depending on the answer, I'm going to recommend the right type of online course. And here you can see questions. There are 5 questions. So this is a personality quiz, which means you need to create the outcomes first. You need to be clear about, what the possible outcomes are and create those buckets, create those outcomes first, and then create the questions, because then you can say, if they answer this way to this question, then send them to this outcome, right? To be able to do this, you need your outcomes first. Here there are 4 outcomes, as you can see. Free lead magnet course, and then introductory course, and transformation course, and signature course. So there are 4 different outcomes. Depending on the answers, I'm going to suggest the right type of course to them. So this is a question screen. The way I used to do this before is using outcome mapping, where depending on the answers they pick, I used to connect it to the right outcome. So if they said, yes, I'm just starting out, it is connected to this outcome, free lead magnet course. If they say I'm relatively new, I just started a few months ago, same thing, free lead magnet course. I've been doing this from a few years, and the suggestion is create an introductory course. And if they say I already have a few courses, then the recommendation is create a transformation. So at the end, depending on whichever outcome ends up with the most points, because depending on whatever answer they pick, the connected outcome is going to be assigned a point by SQB. At the end, whichever outcome has the most points is their outcome type. This is how it used to work, and you can still do this, right? No problems with this. But now you have more options to be even more specific. So if you want to always send them to a specific outcome, this is exactly the outcome they're going to see, depending on these answers, then you can use what we call as advanced rules. So here I'm going to click on advanced rules to build out the rules. It's currently disabled. I'm going to enable it. So here you can see it says if the question is, you can select the question. For example, the first question is, are you new to online business? You can use a combination of advanced rules and branching logic. What this means is, if you want to control the whole thing using the branching logic, using quiz funnels in SQB, and you're doing that already, great, you can still do it. But if there are a few exceptions to those rules, then you can create advanced rules only for those exception cases, right? You don't have to create advanced rules for every single option. You can still build out the quiz the same way as you did before, but you can just build a few exceptions to the regular rules using the advanced rules. And again, this is going to get the highest priority, right? All right, so let's build it out. If the question is, are you new to online business? The options are, yes, I'm new, or I'm relatively new. So if they select any one of these options, yes, I'm new, or I'm relatively new, you can add more rules here. So before what we had was you could just add one here, right? Just one simple rule and one question at a time. Now you can combine them. This is the advanced rules new feature we have just added. Click on plus. Now you can say if the question is, next question, right? Do you have an email list yet? So if their answer to yes, I am new to online business is yes, I am starting out, or I'm relatively new, and the response to the next question, do you have an email list yet, is I don't have an audience yet, or I have a small list. In that case, I want them to still continue with the quiz, but I want them to always get sent to this response. So this will make sure that SQB will always show them this response no matter what they do throughout the quiz, no matter what answers they pick, right? For the rest of the questions, does not matter. Because through the advanced rules, you have made sure that if they pick this response to the first question and this response, any of these responses actually, right? So if they pick this or this for this one and this or this for this one, they will always see this outcome. Now you can see how personalized this is, right? So now you can create an outcome screen because you know only people that will land on that outcome screen are people that are selecting these responses. And now you can be really specific, right? You can let them know, I know that you're just starting out and you don't have a list yet, or you don't have much of a list yet. And here's what I think you should be doing. And you can see this is rule number 1. If you want to edit it, you can just click on edit this rule. It will pre-populate all of this and you can update the rule, right? If you want to. All right, so rule number 1 is done. Now I'm going to add another rule here. And again, you can use the advanced rules to build out your entire logic, right, for your entire quiz, or you can just use it for exception cases. You don't have to use this for everything, but only specific cases. That's up to you how you do it. Just be careful when you're building out the rule, because if your rule is wrong, then the outcome they see will be messed up, right? You don't want that. You want to make sure that the whole point of this is to show them really smart, personalized, customized responses, which means your rule has to be accurate. So be sure to double check your rule after you have created it and test it out before you go live with it. Test out each one of these options, right? All right, so you want to create a new rule. Click on add new rule right here. It'll allow you to add a new rule here. So now I'm going to say if the question is, are you new to online business? And the response is, I have been doing this from a few years, right? But I still don't have any paid customers. In that case, what I want to do is I want to send them to this outcome called introductory course. And if you want to say, I don't want them to continue with the quiz, if they pick this response, you can say, I don't want them to continue with the quiz. Otherwise, you can say, yes, I want them to continue with the quiz, which means they will see the rest of the questions. However, they will always land on this outcome screen. Now, if you want to combine other responses, you can do that. You can say, if they have an email list, and if the size of the email list is medium-sized list, right? If they respond to this question, and this question is this, then only then show them this outcome. So you can create specific rules, right? And make sure that they always see a specific outcome. Let's test this and see if it's working right in the front end. So this is a quiz. This is a start screen. So I'm using all questions on the same page. All right, so let's go ahead and answer this quiz. So first question, are you new? So I'm going to select this one. And if I select this one to the first question, and I select this or this, let's say I pick this one, to the second one, I should always see a free course as the recommended course. Next, it doesn't matter what I pick here because the advanced rule says if they select those two options, it doesn't matter what else they do throughout the quiz, I want them to opt in. And if you want them to skip opt-in, you can do that too. You can see here it says you should create a free lead magnet course. As you currently don't have an audience, the best place to start is with a short course that you can offer as a lead magnet. It will help you build your list and grow your audience, right? You can create a truly personalized experience for them based on responses, and you can make sure that they will always see this outcome using advanced rules. Now let's test the other case. All right, so now I'm going to pick a different answer, right? So take this quiz. This time I'm going to select this one. I have been doing this from a few years, right? The first question. And the second question, I'm going to say I have a medium size list. So if they pick this response, then they will always see the outcome that says introductory course, right? Because they have a small list, not a very big list. So the recommendation is, see here, you can see the recommendation is introductory course. An introductory course is a paid course that's designed to convert your free users into paying customers. It should deliver a quick win for your students and help them build trust. You can charge anywhere from $29 to $99 for this course. This will allow you to give your students a taste of your content, your teaching style, and it will help them figure out if they want to purchase your higher priced courses or sign up for your coaching, right? So as you can see, you can get SQB to always make sure that people see a very specific outcome. Advanced rules gets the highest priority. Keep that in mind, right? So now say that I'm going to switch this because I don't want to use all questions on the same page. I'm going to switch this now to one question per page because typically this is what I use. I don't show all the questions on the same page unless I'm using the quiz in an online course, in which case I show them all the questions on the same page. It looks better that way. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and save it. So let me show you how it changes now. Take this quiz. You can see one question per page, right? So this is the layout I'm using. There's one more thing I want to do in the back end, which is I want to add a quiz funnel now because I want to show you how the advanced rule works with the quiz funnels. And again, advanced rules will get the highest priority, even if you have a quiz funnel. So let's go ahead and set up a quiz funnel here. So I already have a quiz funnel actually for this one, right? So I'm going to just activate it. I had deactivated quiz funnels, but I have activated it now. As you can see, I have connected different nodes here. So first question, no matter what they pick, they will see this next question. No matter what they pick, they will see this next question. Here is where I'm using branching. If they select no audience or a small list, they see this next question. And if they select a medium size or a big list, they see this next question. So what question they see next depends on what they pick here, right? If they say I have a medium size list or these last three options, then the question is, how much do you want to charge for your course, right? And if they say, I don't yet have an audience, then I'm asking them a different question. What is your main goal at this point? All right, so this is the quiz. Take this quiz. For these two questions, I don't have any advanced rules. So I'm going to select the last one. Now, one more thing is if you don't want a next button, you can turn it off, all right? In the back end of SQB display settings, next button will be displayed automatically if it's a multiple choice question. So users can select multiple responses before they are sent to the next question. In that case, the next button is displayed so they can first select and then click on next once they have completed the selection. But if it's a single choice, you can turn off the next button in the display settings and SQB will not show it. All right. So here I'm just going to select this response and I'm going to say a massive list. Do you have an email list? Yes, I have a massive list. So how do you want to charge? And this is based on the quiz funnel I have set up. They're going to see all these questions. So you have options. Here it says you should create a signature course. This is the course that we recommend to people that already have a big list, that are doing really well, but want to still grow to the next level. A signature course provides highest transformation, right? Because this person said, I already have a massive list. I'm doing pretty well already. So how you can take it to the next level. So this is a recommendation. So as you can see, they got this recommendation because of the outcome mapping rules and not because of the advanced rules, because I did not set up advanced rules for this one in the outcome tab, advanced rules, because I only have advanced rules for first 3 responses to the first question. If they don't pick any one of these 3, then I don't have advanced rules. In that case, how it will work is through the outcome mapping. However you have set your outcome mapping. So if they say, I have done a few courses already, you can see my outcome mapping says, send them to transformation course. If they say, I'm already an expert, then it says, send them to signature course. Because when I completed the quiz now, I picked this one, I'm an expert. Question number 2, if they say a massive list, you can see it is mapped to signature course, right? Because they have a massive list already. It's time to create a really big course, signature course. So that's the outcome mapping. And depending on their answer choices, SQB will give a point to the connected outcome. At the end, whichever outcome has the most points will be their outcome type. That's how typically a personality quiz works in most quiz platforms. And that's how it used to work in SQB as well. You can use branching logic to dictate what question they will see next and use the outcome mapping to give points so they see a specific outcome at the end. But now you have even more options. You can create exception to the rules using the advanced rules, and you can set up specific rules if you want them to always see a specific outcome based on their responses, not just to one question, but a combination of different questions. You can now do this, right? And so as you can see, there are so many options to create a truly personalized experience for your users based on their responses to different questions and create a unique experience. And you're going to make them feel special because they will feel like you truly understand their problem. That's the whole point of adding a marketing quiz to your site, because you want to truly understand what your prospects are struggling with. And depending on what they are struggling with, you want to guide them to the right product, right service, and the right outcome. And also, if you don't have the right solution for them, you can let them know that as well, right? You don't have to mislead them. You can let them know currently we don't have a solution for this specific thing that you're looking for, right? But it will also give you ideas in terms of what you can do in future, how you can update your content, what type of content people are looking for, look at feedback, and then create the right type of content based on what your prospects really need and want. I hope this was helpful. My name is Veena Prashant. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done so already. This way you'll be the first to know when I publish new videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon with more. Bye for now.